Today's video is the last and final challenge of the next Top Nail Artist competition. We were asked to create 5 sets of nails for Libertine's upcoming fall 2015 collection. He was inspired by Surrealism and the Dada movement for this collection. For this challenge, I wanted to take the key elements from both Libertine and Surrealist artists and blend them together with my own spin. For the geometric nails, I used colored acrylics to sculpt the different shapes, and then glued them onto the nail in different arrangements. Then I topped with matte top coat. For the Libertine nails, I used acrylic paint to create the different types of letters. I topped these with matte top coat as well. For the next set, I used white acrylic on a nail form to sculpt the skulls. I used a very runny black acrylic to give some dimension and shadowing to the skull. Once they were set, I heated them up with the heat gun and then bent them over the nail to create the melting effect. I used the same technique to create the eyeballs. I started off with white acrylic and then painted on the details. To create the rose, I made one petal at a time using red acrylic. I used a wire as my base. I glued each petal on and wrapped it around just like a real flower would. I continued to make each petal and spiral them outwards from the center. When I was finished, I cut off the excess wire and covered the base with red acrylic. I really wanted the rose to float using magnet levitation, but that didn't work out too well. For the next set, I used a 3D printer pen to create a paint stroke in different colors on the nails. I sculpted small paintbrushes out of acrylic and glued them on. Then I added acrylic to the back to give it a 3D feel all around. For the paint drips, I used a white sculpting gel to create the 3D drips coming off of the nail. I did this in several layers, flash curing in between. Once that was cured, I used gel polish to add colors to the drips. For the last set, I used my drawing that I created of Johnson Hartigs and created my own nail decals. Not only does this mimic Libertine's use of screen printing, but it also helped to keep the face consistent from nail to nail. I added the decals to the nail and encapsulated in gel. For the Son of Man nail, I used acrylic paint to paint the face and the hat. Rather than the standard apple like the painting, I decided to turn it into an eyeball apple, so I used acrylic to sculpt that, and then acrylic paint to add all the details. For the removable face nail, I used acrylic paint to paint the shadows on the blank face below. I used white acrylic to sculpt the removable piece and painted on the details of the face. I added magnets to the back so it could easily be taken apart and put back together. So that's it. It's the last one. If you could please vote for me, that would be great. I'll have the link to that below, and I'll also have the links to all my social media sites where I'll be posting about the rest of the competition going on in California. So if you want to know what happens, be sure to check those out. So I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for keeping up with me and voting throughout this whole competition. I can't believe this is actually it, it's the end. Anyways, I'm off because I have to go fix my ratchet mess nails now because I can't look at them anymore.